Do I need a job to be successful at business? That is the question for today. So before I jump into the answer, I want to give you some sort of context to why I think the way I do on this topic. A few years ago, or just over the past few years, it's been a big trend to completely ignore and abandon any sort of job because nobody who wants to have a boss. Like, I want to be the one to be at the head of everything. That's kind of the past few years been the trend. And so while there is some truth to that, for being an entrepreneur, ultimately it's going to cut you short. It's a very sort of egotistical approach, in the sense that, well, I know so much more than this person can know, so I'm not going to try to learn anything from this person. I'm going to do it all on my own. That can be a very detrimental approach to becoming a successful entrepreneur. And I, like some of you, learned the hard way. I started my online course business. I'll get into that in another video if you guys want. But it worked, but it could have worked a lot better. I'll say that. I told myself that I don't need anybody to show me how to do this. I can do all the research on myself. I can look up everything all for myself and it'll work because that's what these people are telling me to do. And so I tried that, and as you can probably assume, it didn't work. I made a few sales, but I ended up losing more money, and I'm still working on it, still working on advertising it, but let's just say it's not going how I expected it to go. So all this needless to say, you have to approach entrepreneurship with the idea that you don't know everything. And it may sound obvious, but for a lot of people, especially nowadays, it's not. College is often looked at as something as bad and evil and a waste of your time. And for some people it can be. Again, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but if you're not going to take that initiative to go learn from a successful business owner or get an internship or something, and first of all, business may not be for you because you clearly aren't as hungry as you need to be successful. But also, you won't have that knowledge because, well, there are certain things you can learn by doing it by yourself. There are certain things that come just from doing it with other people. My main point here is that me, like you, unless you are a millionaire, you're super successful and you've made it, then okay, you wouldn't even be watching this video in the first place. I see your best course of action as learning and taking in as much as you can for the time being, especially if you're younger, so you can learn everything about business in general, the business or the niche you want to be in, and go do that. Go get a job. I'm not saying this job has to be your end all be all, but there are certain things you're going to learn doing this job that you wouldn't anywhere else. So, and you can, maybe, I don't know all of these guys' stories, but a lot of these big successful business owners they did work or they did something with somebody else that taught them and got them to where they are. A lot of them, there's maybe a few that are completely self-made. It's really rare and doesn't really happen. So go keep learning, whether that be by getting a job, college, or even finding a successful person, or reading, all that stuff. But I think my main point is to change your mindset from I can do this all on my own to I want to learn as much as I can from all these other people, and then take that and apply it to what I want to do. I hope this explanation kind of helped and maybe changed your perspective on being an entrepreneur and learning, because learning is the most valuable thing. Applied knowledge, not even just knowledge, applied knowledge is the most crucial thing to becoming successful in anything, but you can't apply knowledge if you don't have it. So again, I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe down below if it was, comment if you want anything else like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.